Hello guys, this is Krishna. Thank you for joining me in this new video. What we're gonna cover today is how you can clone your application, not your server, but how you can clone your application, right? And on Cloudways, and I'm using Cloudways here. If you do not already have an account, I'm gonna provide in the description there a couple links for you, a couple details information. So one of them is going to be this referral link over here that's going to provide you a free trial. But as well, if you want an additional discount promo code, you can use this code over here, and it's going to provide you with 10% off for the next 3 months, right? And the promo code is 3MNT1C. Okay, so let's jump back here and let's continue with what I wanted to cover with you, which is basically to clone your application. I already had another video that was about cloning your server, and I'm also gonna have the link in the description, right? And there are a couple processes here on Cloudways that can be confusing, right? So there is backups, there is cloning, and there is staging, right? And I already covered some of them as well in some of my other videos, but I'm gonna try to recap, give you a quick summary. So over here I have the applications available. I had a friend who was actually asking me, I want to have some kind of backup of my application. How should I go about it? Should I make a clone of my application or what? I'm like, you know what? No, no, no. Cloudways has actually a way to do regular backup. So we go over here in server, we go to the server, and when we go to backups over here, we can set up a regular interval when backups are gonna be taken of the whole server, right? And with the whole server being taken, the backup of the whole server being taken, if you want at any point to just get the backup of a single application, you're gonna be able to do that. So you can usually what's recommended is to have backup being done on regular, so it's going to be automatic over here on regular interval, but as well you could also do on demand backup, right? But this one will be the main one to have over here. So with that said, so the reason why you don't want to clone, if you want to backup, you don't want to clone it is because when you clone an application, it's only at a specific point of time that is gonna have a certain copy of it. So let's say, for example, you made a clone of this application today, and tomorrow you came and you actually added additional plugins there. Your clone will not know that you added plugins, right? So that's where the issue actually comes up. But with the regular plugins that are being done, those backups, with the regular backups that are being done, those backups will always know what is the latest change that you made. Okay, so that is the main difference between the backups and the cloning. Now let's see about staging, right? So if you come up here, I'm looking at the application right now, and when I'm going to click over here, you're going to see that the button that we have here to clone and to stage is basically the same. So I'm just going to click over here, and the main difference is if we want to stage it, we just need to select this button here for us to stage it. So staging here is a little bit different as well. The use of they will be different. So you will stage, and I will recommend for everybody when you're making those changes, any change on your WordPress application over here, to always have a staging for it. So any changes that you make, you don't want to make it directly in the production environment. You want to make it in the staging environment first. When everything is going well, then you push it in production, right? Because making changes in production can, especially if you're installing a plugin that you just downloaded, you don't know how it's interacting with the other plugins. It can, it can just mess up a lot of things, right? So that's really where staging actually comes to play. So you make those changes and then you push it into production. With cloning, the way I will use it, especially if you are an agency, maybe you have this one over here is your base template, right? So you're making website for several clients, right? But you don't want all the time to always start from scratch where you have, no plugins there, no nothing, no nothing. So you will go ahead over here, set a WordPress application that is a little bit of a base of a template, and when you're ready to actually, you have a client and you need to build a website for them, you just come up here on the template, go over here and actually create the clone. So that would be one of the use cases that I will use it, right? Is really if you want to go, so you have one main application and you want to create another application that is similar to the main one, but that's going to be extremely different, right? That's when I will go and create a clone for it. So that's really what I wanted to cover with you. It's gonna take a little while here, but we don't need to basically wait for it. That's the process that you need to actually do to clone an application on WordPress, which is different with cloning a server. When you clone a server, you basically cloning all the applications that that server had had there, right? So that's those are the few differences there that I wanted to cover with you and just explain a little bit more of the use cases. So if you have more questions about it, if you have any questions about it, just feel free to leave it below in the comments. And actually, right now I'm just saying that it seems like the application has been cloned, so we can just come up here. So we have the main application here, and over here we have the clone. Both of them will look the same. So this is the main one that we have over here, and this is the second one that we have over here. But like I say, if you this cloning, it works really well, especially if you have a base template. That would be the best way to actually go about it. Maybe you have some other use cases, but that's the main one that I'm saying. So like I say, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it below, and I will talk to you in another video.